fundamentally, what is a good supervisory relationship? And how do we build it? How do we get a sense of whether or not to work together? How do we recognize each other's differing styles? How do I support somebody to raise awareness, because that's what I think is important? And apart from my experience of 2 sessions with the person who said, no, I can't work with you, Lynda, I counted just as you can. And I've had 11 supervisors. She was the 12th. And I've appreciated some of them a lot. And 2 of them, Francesca and Michael, have been 2 of my healing relationships. Not because they've been therapy, they haven't, but they have been healing relationships. Of being welcomed and known and supported to learn and enjoyed. Yeah? So how do we work to build? Sometimes it feels like harder work. Sometimes it doesn't feel like it's the right work. How much, back to flexibility, and I don't know what the word is for porous, anyway, being porous, yeah. How much can I bend? And how much is like, no, actually, if you're going to get me, this is more of how I am. And if that doesn't fit, then that doesn't fit. Yeah. And really important, when do I sense, intuit, not necessarily have to wait for evidence, that the relationship is under tension or under threat? Yeah. Clearly, ruptures happen, and the importance of repair is very real. But even when there's that word, I think that we're doing fine, we're enjoying each other, whatever, the work is going well, I really want to encourage us to do a check. Yeah, just not assume that because we seem to be doing well, that some needs are not being addressed, or something isn't being said or asked for, from whichever way. So how are we doing? That would be the question that I really want us to stay with. I also want to recognize, and I want you to think about, when I come into supervision in either seat, I bring my familiar, enduring relational themes, as Lynn Jacobs would talk about them. I bring my familiar ways of being with authority around gender, my familiar ways of responding, of co-creating, inviting a co-creation, often one familiar to me. And I bring whatever needs I bring, that are not only about, I've got a mixed portfolio, and that's what I wanted. I bring my needs to be recognized in seniority. Oh, look, I'm an experienced person. I bring my teacher self. She doesn't sit outside the room. She has sometimes to be sat on, but she doesn't sit outside the room. She comes. I bring my, what was it about mothers and daughters? I bring my, I do like to be right, you know, that bit in me. Because, yeah, I think I'm right. And I quite like to be right. And I know I can be wrong. Please hear me. I do know that. I do. But I recognize that bit. Yeah. I bring the risk factors that actually being senior, I think, bring. Yeah. The narrow ridge between I'm really experienced and I can risk safely because I'm really experienced, and I'm really experienced and I'm arrogant enough to risk not safely. Am I making sense? Not shake your heads or something, please, but am I making some kind of sense?
No.
Yeah.